Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome live inside the Pictou County Wellness Center here for this U15A matchup of the 38th edition of the Pictou County Memorial Hockey Tournament. My name is Matt Dudelay for High Button Sports, alongside my cameraman and producer Justin Belanger. This game featuring the visiting Yarmouth Mariners in their yellow jerseys and the Halifax Hawks, the home team, going right to left. Starting goaltenders for the Yarmouth Mariners, number 33, Walton Warner. And for the Halifax Hawks, number 31, Connell McGee. We're officially underway now. We thank you for tuning in as the Mariners jump in over an opportunity early here, as McGee will hang on to that one. We'll have our first whistle a mere 30 seconds into this one. A great show being put on here so far at the Pictou County Memorial. Great honor to be here to carry on this tradition and be able to provide these games for people that aren't able to make it. It's part of our glory that we like to live in. Now is Hazel down the left side. He's in all alone. Hazel to the forehand. Shot there. Save. The rebound comes free into the crease. They bang away at it, and the whistle is blown as Warner stays strong in the crease down there, and he holds the puck outside the net for this opportunity here. The puck ends up in the back of the net, but it was after the whistle. So the faceoff's going to stay inside the Yarmouth zone. That's going to be won by the Mariners. They're just going to chip that to themselves. Samuel Dion's going to get their second. Puck's chipped up off the wall. Now we're going to have another Dion here, which is Olivier. And he'll be the captain here for the Mariners. Now as that pass is picked off, as Galliot now leaves that there for Zhang. Zhang, shot there, scores! Top corner, far side glove. And he'll make it 1-0 here for the Halifax Hawks. Ethan Zhang with an absolute snipe and makes no mistake and gives his Hawks team the lead. So our first look at both these teams here. The Pictou County U15AA and A teams both picked up wins here earlier on in this one. Now that pass for Coleman is one touch through the middle for Benigno. Benigno is going to go back in, try to go cross ice. It's picked off here. Looks like it's inside the zone. Siller up the neutral zone now as he's going to chip that in. That goes by Warner. It's chipped around the other side. Yarmouth trying to break out here on the half wall. He's being pressed from behind as Fleck. Now it's going to come back out to Siller. Siller's going to fire that cross ice for McNeil out of his reach. So that's back inside the Yarmouth zone. Coleman in on the chase. Grant was there to disrupt things there as Benigno came in to help out, but that puck gets by him. Now it's going to get by Siller, but not past the blue line. And now Grant's just going to rim that around the other side. Looks like Sutherland over there. Tyler Sutherland's just going to get enough of that to get it outside the zone. And now the Yarmouth players are just going to get it inside the zone and head for a change. That rim pass around for Coleman. Good job there by the Mariners not to touch up there, as they would have had too many men on the ice. But in the meantime, the puck goes down for icing. So we're going to head back down into the Hawks zone. Beautiful yellow sweaters here on the Yarmouth Mariners. And every time I say Yarmouth, I think of the fish tank down there in Yarmouth. Some of the best fans in the Junior A League. That face-off is going to go down as a draw in the book, as Yarmouth is going to come away with possession here. Now Gillis is going to get it for the Hawks. He chips that off the wall in front of the Sam's Pizza sign. And it's chipped back inside the Hawks zone. Back out front, centering pass, Pouliot. He has that puck, but he had it poked off his stick, and it's going to find its way back down inside the Mariners zone. Doan with it. Lots of NHL names here in this one. Doan. A few more here. Pouliot for sure. So easier names to remember up here in the booth now as the Hawks apply a little pressure. Simpson fires that towards the net. That hit Warner up around the helmet area, but that'll still go down as a save, as that's part of the body and it stays out of the net, and that's the name of the game as a goaltender, and that's going to be a big hit from Simpson, and he is going to be penalized for that one. And it's going to be an elbowing call, so the Mariners are going to go to their first power play here. Off to the power play go the Mariners as they trail by 1 here, so magnificent opportunity to tie things up here with 11:42 left to go here in the first period. As that's pushed backwards by the Hawks. McNeil in there. He's got 2 yellow jerseys on him. That exit attempt does work as that'll go outside the zone and put 190 feet down the ice as the Mariners are going to pick it up behind their own net. Trying to get the power play breakout going. It's turned over. Hazel down the left side, tries to center it for Zhang, and that hits a skate and goes through the middle of the ice, and the Mariners are going to pick it up here in transition as that now is turned over. Puck race here, Zhang already with a goal. He's going to have a head of steam. Dan all alone goes to the backhand. He just got poke checked at the last second as that puck escapes his stick on a good defensive play there from the Mariners. Siller now is going to fight with Fitzgerald just outside the blue line. Siller now slotting up from the defensive position. He'll head back to his position now as that puck goes to McNeil. Chipped by him, and now it's going to go through the middle of the ice. The Mariners having a hard time connecting passes here now as the Hawks are going to send that the length of the ice with just over a minute left here in the man advantage. Turned over here once again, shorthanded. Bartolucci had an opportunity shorthanded there, but that was stopped by Warner. 2 minutes are elbowing as the call just coming over the announcements now. Good breakout pass here for the Mariners is Dion. He makes a move there. He's tripped up and up goes the arm, and the Hawks touch it up. And that'll be another penalty here. So a 5-on-3 for 36 seconds for the Mariners. And then they'll continue on with 5-on-4 play for about 1:24. So a real good chance here for the Mariners now as they continue to look for the equalizer. Hawks with a couple good short-handed chances here on this penalty kill. One off the stick of the goal scorer already. So down inside the Hawks zone, 5-on-3 for 35 seconds. Now they try and exit the zone. The Hawks up off the wall, held in. Good job at the line there to take away the wall, and that's your first option there. And force them to put a puck through the middle and hopefully cause yourself a turnover now as so McNeil is going to battle down there. Cohen McNeil will send that the length of the ice. Warner plays that for his defender. Yarmouth comes out from behind the net. Stretch pass there for Lennox post. Picked off by Siller and back down inside the Mariners zone. Back goes Doan, Alexander Doan. It's going to slow things down here. Quick pass for Kim. Kim through the middle. Onto the stick there of Samuel Dion, but that gets away from him. Minute 17 now of power play 5-on-4 time for the Mariners now we're going to have another penalty. Arms got a little extra juice in them here this morning or this afternoon for the officials. And now Halifax is going to touch up again. And it's going to be a hooking call, so another 5-on-3 here for the Mariners, getting all kinds of opportunities. And that's going to be Jacob Galliot. 2 for hook. Go back down to the Hawks zone we go. Back to the point, Landry. Partner pass, the one-time attempt is fanned on, and then he blows a tire as they whip the puck back outside the zone. Yarmouth doing the job for the Hawks here and getting that puck outside. That's going to be sent the length of the ice. No icing. Coaches wanted the icing call, but they're not going to get it here. And they try and center it there. Was Dion as Fitzgerald's in there to help out as well. In comes Gabriel Benigno. He's going to fire that out. Olivier Dion's going to swoop back inside his own blue line. He's going to pick up a head of steam as the Hawks were heading for a change. He's going to work down the left side with a good head of steam. Now he centers it through the crease there, and that gets away from everybody. So it goes back to the point for Landry. Landry will slot down to the hash marks. He fires that on net. And the save made by Cannell McGee as he hangs on to that one. And the faceoff will stay inside the Hawks zone. 12 seconds left in the first penalty here to the Hawks. And then they'll have another 58 seconds on the power play of 5-on-4. Now as Doan runs into the official. A little smile under the cage there as Grant fires that. That was shot on net, made its way there somehow and just gets deflected into the corner now as this is going to be rimmed around Warner. He's just going to let it go now as Grant. He's going to rim around, but he had that picked off as Pouliot got there first. So a dump in from your own end and you get there first, and Yarmouth's got to get the feet going here if they want to get first to pucks. That's going to be picked off. McNeil fires that back inside the zone. It's going to go all the way down to the left corner. Grant's in there. Hazel in there as well. Sorry, that's Michael McNeil in behind the net. He tries to center, he does, but it's picked off here by the Mariners. Doan with it. He's just going to spin back the other way. He's going to take it on the forehand, hits the skates of the rep, but finds his intended target. He now comes back to the point, and that's ripped wide here. 7:35 left here in the first period. 12 seconds left on the man advantage as the Hawks are 10 seconds away from killing off a 5-on-3 for the last 3 or 4 minutes. Now McNeil will run his man into the wall. Now the Hawks player is free. We're back to even strength here with just over 7 minutes to go. And now we're going to have a late offside call. So the play is going to be whistled dead. 7:15 left to go. Shots on goal 7-3 here in favor of the Hawks, despite being shorthanded for the last little bit. So a late change here. Hawks used to being shorthanded, so they're going to get everybody back out there now. As the Mariners are going to take that face off just outside the blue line. Now it's going to come inside. Fitzgerald had a hard time with that. Couldn't find the puck on the twig. So now he's going to whack it in deep. Simpson's going to come behind and help out. He's in behind his own net. He's going to fire that up for his winger Coleman. Coleman touches that for Bartolucci. He makes a nice move. Cross ice for McNeil. McNeil, he fakes the pass. He's going to go to the backhand. He cuts back to the middle. Shot there. Scores! Michael McNeil, a couple fakes, and he finds the back of the net, and it's 2-0 Hawks. A little bit of deception goes a long way. Looks like the Yarmouth players kept biting on the potential pass, and he just ends up hanging on, finds himself a lane, and makes no mistake. And the Hawks extend their lead to 2. That's how it goes, folks. Kill off a couple penalties, build yourself some momentum, and get back to work, and the Hawks do that here as McNeil banks that off the wall, somehow gets to the stick of Zhang up the right side. And over the blue line now as they're going to walk in. A shot on net there. Warner makes a save. That rebound goes over to the right corner. Good job to hit to contain down there. There's 3 yellow jerseys there on the half wall, which means there's definitely a Hawk open here. As they're going to rim that in behind. It looks like Camden Churchill got his stick all tangled up with one of the players. Back to the point. Gillis, he's just going to fire that towards the net. That gets tipped along the way as Hazel will pick up the loose puck in the right corner. Churchill in there. Good job to hit to separate. Fitzgerald chips that. That's going to be picked up by Galliot. He's just going to rim that back around the other side. Hazel there to meet it on the far corner. Churchill, he's going to throw a body. He's going to come away with that puck, but the Hawks are in to help out. And now it's going to be chipped up off the wall. Gillis, good job there as he had numbers, so he could have went for the hit, but he decided to go for the puck. And that's a good safe play there and much appreciated, I'm sure, all around. Ewan Gillis had that poked off his stick. McNeil back as his partner. 5:40 left to go here in the first period. McNeil, cross ice pass through the feet of Bartolucci. He's going to get that loose puck. He's being pressured there. And now he's going to continue on in behind the goal line. Now behind the net. Fitzgerald's going to come in. 1-on-4 there. Good hit from Dion. As Bartolucci just continues on 1 versus 3. Now someone's going to join the party in Pouliot. Puck comes back out to the right point. Shot through a crowd there. Hits his own player in front. And that was off Roland Murray. And Dion's going to have a step down the left side. He's going to use those big long legs to his advantage. Lennox post going to the back post. Now Dion's going to continue on. He centers that pass, looking for Olivier Dion. And now Bartolucci is going to pick it up. Or Bortolucci, and he is drilled into the wall there. And the Yarmouth faithful, and another huge hit there from Dion as he took out the captain Siller. And now they're in all alone. Opportunity for the Mariners. Couldn't find the puck. Now the puck comes free, and things starting to heat up here at the Pictou County Wellness Center now as Murray's going to take the puck and dump it in the zone. In behind the goaltender, Warner. Pouliot's going to get there first. So he rims it around now. 4.5 left to go here in the first period. Coleman in to help out. Fired towards the net, but it's picked off here by the Mariners. And over the red line, and he's a big hit there as that puck gets in deep. So take a hit, make a play. And Vacon does that there, Isaac Vacon or Vasson. Now Simpson's away. Simpson's going to fire that cross ice looking for Coleman. Now he's just going to get the puck back as he'll just fire it down in deep. Any play away from your net while you lead is good play in my opinion. Pouliot with it. He's going to wait for his options. Rode across the line. He just lost the handle. The puck will come out now. Cross ice pass there for Gillis. Gillis is going to try and chip that off the wall deep, but it's picked off. Now is McNeil. He has it. That puck's going to stay inside the line, but good job by D'Entremont. But now the puck will find its way in behind the Mariners' goal. The Mariners try and break out, but Siller's going to hold the line. Coleman let that one go by as Benigno is going to jump over on the half wall. Pass through the middle. Siller went for the hit. Puck bounces off the wall here. The red line, they're just going to get that in deep. D'Entremont is going to try and meet it on the other side. Looks like he's going to get there first. He's being double teamed there by the Hawks. So 2 black jerseys, 1 yellow. And Yarmouth comes away with the puck. Fitzgerald tries to make a move, and a dangerous one, and away goes McNeil all alone. McNeil fakes to the backhand, shot to the forehand, and scores! Michael McNeil's second of the game, and he gives the Hawks a 3-goal lead. What an individual rush there, and actually a fortunate bounce for McNeil. So he ends up finding that loose puck, but stay with it, and he gets rewarded there as he sneaks one under the blocker of Warner. And Warner thought he was there to make that save, but just squeezes through, and the Hawks lead this one by 3. Breakout pass there. Kim's going to find that puck for the Mariners just outside the red line. He fires that cross ice. The Mariners try and get it in deep. They will momentarily here as Hawks will pick it up in behind their own net. Chipped off the wall. Now there's going to be an opportunity. As away goes Jacob Gallio. He fires it over for Hazel. Hazel tried to go skate the stick, and in the meantime blew a tire. So the puck goes free into the corner, but now it's held in by Simpson, who's going to make a move down the left side. He's on the half wall. He's going to try and fire that towards the net, but he's being harassed there by Fitzgerald. Pass out front, Galliot shot, and that was tipped there as Churchill got down to 2 knees and sacrificed the body there. Churchill's a wrecking crew out there as he's thrown about 7-8 hits so far already in this first period. And Zhang now down to help out. Galliot shot there, tried to go short side blocker, hit the back of the net, and kind of fooled a few people in the crowd. He's back up to the point. Rim back down inside. 2:20 left to go here in the first period. Chipped in behind. Centering pass. Galliot, another opportunity, was a little bit late getting the shot off as Fitzgerald came through the lane and blocked that. Another opportunity at the point shot there, and that goes wide. Lots of action down near the Yarmouth net here as the Hawks continue to press. Centering pass now, and we're going to have an odd man rush. Sutherland all alone, shot there, and he missed up over the glove was Tyler Sutherland, and Yarmouth's best look of the day so far as that puck's going to be ripped across ice. Galliot again, still out there. So he had that poked off his stick. Now back out into the neutral zone here for the Hawks inside their own blue line. Partner pass there was an errant one, and that's going to be turned over. Yarmouth, good job at pinching at the blue line here, so they're going to get that puck in deep. 90 seconds left to go here in the first. McNeil staying with it. He'll chip it to Galliot. He gets that through his legs, but the puck is held in by the Mariners at the blue line as Dion was there to keep the puck inside. Now Lennox post on the forecheck, but now the puck's going to find its way to Bar to Lucy. Pouliot there to help out the blue line, but the puck will come outside the zone now as they try and dump it back in. Now it's going to be moved again, and Dion was almost off to the races had he got that through the wickets on that one. As Mason Swim tried to get that puck, but it's pinched off here by the Hawks. Under a minute to go here in the first period. Bartolucci, he's going to take a bump there, but he's going to get it in deep. And I think we're going to have an intermission after this one every 2 periods. Not the greatest at math, but 2 is usually pretty easy to handle. It's the Hawks now, good back pressure as the Mariners tried to get something going here offensively as Lennox post lost his stick, but he decided to play it with his foot. And good job to stay on the puck there now as the puck comes over from McNeil. He's just going to fire it back inside the zone. Mariners trying to hit the stretch pass. There's Dion, but it's going to go back inside the Yarmouth zone. Now that puck's going to find Olivier Dion. He's down the right side. He takes a run at by McNeil, and he just missed him there as you heard him whack into the boards there. Under 10 seconds to go now. Maybe an opportunity for one last shot here if they hurry. Siller tried to go cross ice. He's upended. That's going to go down inside the Yarmouth zone. And that is going to do it here for period number 1. The Halifax Hawks take a 3-0 lead into the second period. Shots on goal after one complete play. 10 for the Hawks, 3 for the Mariners. We're going to have a flood and an intermission, and we'll be back here in just a moment. All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, inside the Pictou County Wellness Center. As we continue on with this game between the Halifax Hawks and the Yarmouth Mariners. The Hawks jumped out to a 3-0 lead early on in the first period, and they take that right here into the second frame. We're just about underway as the teams switch sides. Goalies are ready, puck is dropped, and we are underway here, second period. Yarmouth looking for a much better period here than their first. The shots finished 10-3 in favor of the Hawks. Now as the Hawks try and exit their own zone. Up to the half wall. Cross ice pass for Galliot. He's going to walk in over the line. He shoots that there. He tried to go far blocker side, and that was up over the net. Good pinch down there. An opportunity in front. Centering pass there through the feet of Hazel, as that one was an absolute laser. Now Dion down the left side. He's going to have a step. Dion shot there, tried to go far glove side, similar to the one Jang scored in the first period, as that's going to be rimmed all the way around the other side for the Hawks. They center it, picked off by Olivier Dion as he had that puck bounced off his stick. Galliot there to help out. Good job there to take away the wall lane. They're trying to go back up the strong side was Churchill, but flipping around the other side to the weak side might have been the option. Easy for me to say up here though, however. So now it's going to be rimmed back inside. Kim tried to meet it there, but it's picked off by Bartolucci. Now as he centers that pass out front, and another opportunity for the Hawks, and they couldn't put it home. There's Galliot. Fires it through the middle, looking for Zhang. Now Dion back to help out defensively. He's going to exit the zone, albeit only momentarily. And now the Hawks are going to be whistled on the offside as their bench just inside the blue line. So a tough break there as they were off to the races, but can't control where the bench is. Have to talk to the engineers here, but can't see any problem with where it is from my point of view. This, once again, I've said it already, state-of-the-art facility here. A couple rinks, a pool, pretty much everything you need here right in the hub of this town. So we're back out to the neutral zone here. McNeil's just going to get that in deep. Warner's going to guide traffic with his mitt. Now they center it, looking for Murray. Fitzgerald back to help out. Bortolucci has that puck. He'll spin around, fire, looking for his teammate. Fitzgerald now tried to clear that, but he was being peppered from behind. Back up to the point. Somehow that pass gets through. McNeil back down low for Pouliot. Pouliot just tried to rip that towards the front of the net, but it went through his feet. Now McNeil's going to pinch off, and that puck got through. Yarmouth was off on a real odd man rush. Now Doan is going to fire that up to the neutral zone. It's going to be chipped inside the zone. Fitzgerald's going to give chase, but McNeil's going to get there first for the Hawks. He faked, head fake to the left and headed back right. He tries to get the blue line, and now he'll get the red line and get that in deep as Doan goes back here for it for the Mariners. Chip through the middle. Fitzgerald's going to come away with that puck here for Yarmouth. Inside his own blue line, he makes a move there, gets by McNeil. Nice stretch pass there, looking for Swim. Swim had that bounce off his stick, but he's going to battle to get that puck back, but the Hawks are going to come away with it inside their own zone. Cross ice pass, good read by Landry. He's going to have to wait for his teammates to get back on side. He does now as they are on side, but the puck's going to be ripped in deep here. They poke away at it down there in the corner. It's Pouliot. They got it pinned up against the end wall. So the Hawks are going to come away with it. McNeil spins back the other way. Didn't like what he saw from the right side, so he'll try the left. Now he tries to make a pass. He fanned on it, but it ended up working out. If he wasn't too happy with himself, he's going to head to the bench here. Long change here for the Hawks in the defensive zone. Now it's going to be picked off. Bortolucci, he's in, down the middle, shot there, and that goes up over the glass, or over the net and off the glass. This team's all filling in here to this rink as they start to create the crowd here. The Hawks try and exit the zone. Chip pass over the stick there. And that's going to be icing on the play, says the Lineys, and we're going to go back down inside the Hawk zone here. 11:21 left to go in the second period. Next game slated to start at 3 o'clock. Be the AA division with the Straight Richmond Pirates and the Moncton Scorpions. But we'll have to get through this one first, folks. Great show being put on here by this organizing committee. Thank them very much for having us along here for the experience. Now the Hawks are going to chip that out. Good soft play there. Good support there as Benigno in over the line. He's going to fire that across for Galliot. Galliot shot there, and Warner got a piece of it with the blocker as it rims around the other side. They try and center, but it's picked off, but the Hawks will pick possession back up. Galliot had his head down, but luckily finds Simpson with the puck as he's going to fire that through a crowd. Warner makes the save. The rebound comes free once again here out to the blue line. Lennox post. He's going to give chase here on the forecheck. They're going to stay inside the red line and far back inside the Yarmouth zone. Cross ice pass picked off. He's going to find the stick of Sutherland as he just tries to get that in deep. Benigno back to his partner Gillis. Gillis tries to go back the other way on the backhand. Now he's just going to rim it around. Galliot takes it on the skates. Nice pass, tape to tape on the backhand. Benigno's going to get through a crowd now. 2-on-1 forming here for the Hawks. Benigno in over the line, tries to fire it for Coleman, who had to slow up there to stay on side, but a good job there. And now out front for Benigno, and he just missed that one. But the loose puck is picked up here by Galliot. Fired it through the crease area. Coleman tried to get a stick on it, but he was tied up by Kim. Away go the Mariners here in transition. Sutherland down the left side, but through the right side. Neutral zone here is Ethan Fleck. Fleck down beneath. He fires that wide of the net there as he tried to go far blocker side, maybe looking for a rebound shot. As Simpson now is just going to rim that around the other side. It's going to be a little bit too far ahead there of Bortolucci on the half wall as Simpson's going to come in and throw a hit. Fleck down there. Now Dion will bump his man Galliot on the half wall. And now it's going to be chipped back in, and that's going to end up in the Yarmouth bench as Knackpill tried to fire that in deep, but it hit something and into his own bench. 9:40 left to go here in the second period. So following this game, we'll jump right into the next one. So now Dion, he's got it. Bortolucci lost his twig, so the puck's going to get in deep. So Yarmouth doing a great job of getting that puck in beneath the goal line, but they're going to have to try and get there first here if they want to get any sustained pressure as that puck bounces out for Bortolucci. He's going to get that red line and get it in deep. Bounces in behind the net. Warner's just going to stay put in the crease. Back out to the point. Shot there. Blockered away. Bortolucci. Back to the point and rim back down low. Pouliot there first for the Hawks. He's got Knackpill on him. Murray over for Bortolucci. He's going to hit the brakes and go back the other way. Centers it into the feet there of Murray. Couldn't find it, but it's going to be held in by Siller as everyone getting twisted around here trying to find that puck. Pouliot now tries to make a move, but had that poked off his stick. Knackpill fires that through the middle, and incidental contact down there as Hawks player back to his feet under his own will. Just a unintentional collision now as Siller's going to pinch down and talk about this a lot, but lead with that stick. Go for the puck first and then shut the lane down on the wall, and Siller does just that, so that puck's going to remain inside the Yarmouth zone. Bortolucci centering pass there, looking for Pouliot. Gillis holds the line. Hawks with some sustained pressure here now as Pouliot's going to knock his man down. Now another guy comes at him, and two more, and we're going to have some extracurricular activity down there in the corner. And it looks like they're going to take both of them. Pouliot was taking an absolute beating down there. So Pouliot and Dion. So it looks like it's going to be actually both Dions. So Samuel Dion and Olivier Dion, the Bash brothers we're going to call them here for this one. Took exception to Pouliot knocking down a couple of the players. Pouliot's trying to figure out why he's being penalized. So now, not something you see very often, folks, but one of the players being released from the penalty box. The good guy Dion has a smile on his face there as he went to the box without being called, but just a little bit of confusion down there, but not a whole lot of complaint out of them, so some good class being shown there as that puck's going to be ripped down the ice, so it's going to be 5-on-5 here. McNeil's going to take the long route, so icing will be waved off. Referee just trying to nip that one in the bud, and Fitzgerald got a piece of that. Now a step there, in all alone. Hazel had that puck bounce in front of him. Now he fires it through the crease there. Jang ready on the slot, but he can't find the puck. Good job by the Yarmouth Mariners to collapse and take away that opportunity in the crease. That's going to be played with a high stick, so the faceoff's going to come outside the zone. Puck's ripped down inside the Yarmouth zone. Galliot is going to get there first. He's going to take a bump now. As he spins around, fires it back towards the point, but that's picked off now as Swim. Mason Swim had that bounced off his stick as Fitzgerald's back to help out. He'll reverse it back the other way. And now the play will be whistled dead on and offside, so both players were penalized for roughing here. We're going to have a discussion at the Halifax bench. And the line, he's just going to drop the puck while the ref's talking, so we'll continue on here without him, but now he's back. The puck almost chipped into the Halifax bench. Now a little miscommunication with the biscuit. Cross ice, indirect pass there, finds a stick of McNeil. McNeil tried to get a shot off, but Kim stepped right up on him. Now McNeil's going to get there first. Churchill in there to help out as well. McNeil, front for Benigno. He tried to get it off on the one-timer, but it hit the leg of Churchill in an unintentional block, but the puck stays away from the net. Now it's going to be chipped off the wall. Back down inside the Yarmouth zone. 6:45 left here in the second period. It's Kim in behind his own net. He tries to get that up for Sutherland. Now he will. Centering pass there as Vacon just had that bounced off his stick. He's going to be in offside, so they're going to have to regroup now. Chipped off the wall. Kim looking for his options. Cross ice pass Simpson. If he wasn't there, Sutherland was off to the races, but now Simpson's going to have a step. Good job once again for Kim, stepping right up at the blue line, taking away that time and space and forcing the Hawks player to make a move. And now he's back on the far side of things, so busy shift for Kim. Back up to the point. Simpson tried to shoot that on net. It's tipped a couple times into the corner. McNeil down there as well. Pushes it through. Kim now up the wall. Back on. Tried to get it out, but it's held in here by Murray. Murray's just going to rim around the other side. Fleck. Defenseman slots down on the pinch. Cross ice pass from McNeil. What a save there from Warner as he pushed right to left and kicked out that left foot. Stopped that one now. McNeil. He's going to be all alone. McNeil shot there, and he had a great opportunity in front, but he ends up hitting Warner in the breadbasket. And he'll smother up and hang on. 5:31 left to go here in the second period. 16-3 shots on goal here for the Crushers. For the Hawks. Had back-to-back Crushers games early in the day and still stuck in that area, I guess. So LeBlanc and Jang in on the face-off, won by Halifax. Now it's tipped in front, lane in the crease. Good job there. Nakpil to come back and help out in the crease area as he was in the perfect defensive positioning for him to steal that puck away from the crease. Doan will get there first for the Mariners. He fires that through the middle of the ice. Dion one-on-one here. Potential for a 2-on-1 as LeBlanc joins the rush, and that's going to be poked away. McNeil, the one-man showdown there for the Hawks. Poked that off the stick. Now Lennox posts. Had that whacked away from him. Doan back for the Mariners. Chipped off the wall. That's going to be pushed back inside. Good job by the Hawks to regroup here and get back on side. Doan, partner pass across for Nakpil. Nakpil up the wall for Dion. Gets by everybody and finds its way to LeBlanc. Now Dion will pick it up. Samuel Dion. Back down inside the Hawk zone now where McNeil's back four behind the net. 4.5 left to go in the second period. 3-0 lead continues here for the Hawks. All the goals being scored in the first period. In the corner. Good job down there. Hit to contain from Siller. Back up to the point. Doan lost that in his feet. He's going to turn, fire that at the net. That goes wide of the goaltender McGee. Back outside. Fitzgerald's going to pick it up here for the Mariners. Fitzgerald backhand, cross ice. Almost had that turned over. That was Hazel. Fire that back to the neutral zone. Liney tucking for cover. Doan. Going to stick handle partner for Landry. He's going to have to be careful there as McNeil snuck in from the bench. Now Hazel's an opportunity. Hazel over from McNeil. He takes on the backhand. Shot there and scores. Michael McNeil, the hat trick, and out comes the hat onto the ice. And the Mariners player is just going to push that towards the bench. McNeil's going to go get that free souvenir. He'll fire it back to the coach. Coach was right on the ball there. And that's the Patty for Michael McNeil, and that'll make it 4-0 for the Hawks here. Quite the start there for the youngster. So an unsportsmanlike penalty being given here, it looks like to the Mariners. You have a look there on your screen at the referee having a conversation with the coach. So we're going to need a player from the ice, says the official. And it's going to be we'll see if it's a 2 or a 10. I've been in this scenario before where you get teed up, but it ends up being a 10. So we'll see what transpires here now. Somebody said something. And it looks like it was just a little bit late getting up on the board, but they're going to get it up there now, but they're going to have to stop play. They let the clock run a second or two just because it was late getting up on the board, so that's the right thing. Minute 55, so about 5 seconds was gone before he got it up there, so that's usually what you do. Instead of restarting the clock, you just, you let a couple seconds shave off there. Now McNeil wants some more. He's just going to fire that up blocker side. It goes off the glass and bounces back out front. Good job to hold it in at the line now. Back down low. Nice one-touch back. As Gillis fires that down low onto the stick there of Rory Coleman. Coleman is going to swing it back for Simpson. Simpson has a crowd in front. Now he shoots that up past the earlobes. Some sweet chili chin music there for the goaltender Warner, but it ends up going off the glass. He pulls it into the middle. McNeil backdoor for Coleman. And what an unselfish play there from Michael McNeil as he finds Coleman backdoor, and that'll be 5-0 Hawks. Not much the goaltender Warner can do in that scenario. Backdoor tap in, pretty much anybody's going to bury that one. Even my partner up here, Mr. Justin Belanger, would have put that one home. Back to center we go. 3:02 left here in the second period. A little bit larger of a hill to climb now for the Mariners. That puck is pushed inside the Hawk zone. Olivier Dion in there, working hard down low. Centering pass there, and McGee got a pad on that, and that might have been one of the best chances the Yarmouth had here so far in this one. And that cross-ice pass just out of the reach there of Murray as Churchill came through to disrupt things. Pouliot now is going to get in there. He's going to take a wide angle and try and pinch Churchill off at the penetration zone, and now Murray picks up a loose puck, and just like that, it's 6-0 Hawks. So an unfortunate bounce here for the Mariners. That puck got tangled up between two players and found its way to the side of the net. No one picked up the open man, and Murray just fired it on net and ends up finding the back of the net. So doesn't matter how, just matters how many. Oh, an opportunity there for Dion for the Yarmouth as he had a partial break. It's going to come out to the line. It's going to be outside the line now, Murray. Good headman pass there for Bortolucci. He had that stopped in his feet, so Murray will walk in over the line, and just at the blue line, Pouliot was offside. He didn't like the call. So under 2 minutes to go here in the second period. So no flood between the second and third in this one. Every second game.
Halifax 6 goal scorer by number 12, Roland Murray,
So Murray from Pouliot and Bortoluzzi on the 6th Halifax goal, as Galliot's going to take a bump now as Grant's going to go back for the Mariners in behind his own net. 90 seconds left to go here in the second frame. Into the middle for Hazel. He just fires that on net, and that'll find the back of the net. Might have surprised Warner, but a shot from a distance along the ice ends up going in, and Warner will just lightly fire that to the linesman. So good composure being showed there. Shown, not showed. And that's 7-0 here for the Hawks. And they want some more here as Galliot was down the right side. He fired that off the end wall. Dion's been much more physical since the 5th goal was scored. And now Galliot's going to work down the left side. He's going to center it through the crease, and Landry got a skate on that. And now it's going to be fired off the outside post. 1:04 left to go here in the second period. Hazel's in there for a hit, and Dion just sidestepped him, which is pretty funny there, as he had quite a bit of time to lay the hit, but ended up just jumping out of the way, and everybody forgot the puck now as Warner is going to hang on to that one. 52.1 seconds left. The face-off down to the left of Warner. He's in his crouch. Puck comes out to Simpson at the left point. He's being pressed there. So over in the Bell Alliance ice pad, U15A Cape Breton West Islanders and Chebucto Atlantics. Chebucto leads 3-1. As Halifax continues to press here. And now the Halifax player is going to be penalized for illegal equipment, playing with a broken stick. It's not something you see too often, so that'll be Mr. Rory Coleman. So an expensive penalty, I guess we'll call it, a $300 or $400 penalty of illegal equipment. And over at the Hector Arena, the Edsa East Phantoms lead the Glace Bay Miners U15AA 3-0. So there's your out-of-town / in-town scoreboard, if you will. I'm going to give you as much information as you can possibly handle up here in the booth. The face-off's going to go back down inside the Halifax zone, and we are going to have a quick buzzer as we wait for the stick to go back to Coleman, as would have been some sight to see him leave the penalty box with no stick. Good heads up down there in the timekeeper's box, so credit given where credit's due. And without people like those folks down there in the booth, these games don't go on, so shout out to them down there. It's 25 seconds, a quarter of a minute here. Time ticking away. Yarmouth on a power play. They're third of the game, 0 for 2 so far. Now it's going to find the stick of Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald tries to fire that to his defenseman, Churchill. It's going to be ripped the length of the ice. McNeil's going to give chase, 5 seconds. Kim's down on him, and good job there from Kim as McNeil just tried to pull that one back to himself in front of the net. But that will officially do it here for 2 complete periods of play. The Halifax Hawks lead the Yarmouth Mariners 7-0 after 2. We'll be back with third period action here in just a moment. Back with third period action here, folks. If you're just joining us and you have a peek at the left side of your screen, you will see that the Halifax Hawks are leading the Yarmouth Mariners 7-0 here in the U15A division at the Pictou County Memorial Tournament. That puck is rimmed back around. The other side for Pouliot. He's going to go back to the point. McNeil kicks it with the foot. Maybe plays on the school soccer team. As that puck goes down towards the Yarmouth zone. Kim was there.
Halifax penalty to number 15, Rory Coleman, 2 minutes for slashing.
Now the puck, Fitzgerald will get it in deep. Looks like we're into run time territory here once again. As Doan's going to fire that cross ice. LeBlanc might have a step here, but Siller, who has quite the name there, as that's what you would call Brookfield native, or I think it might be Stewiak, Zach Sill, as that's his nickname, Siller. So going to have to go with Sill for the nickname for this one. As Siller will pick it up, fires it out front there for Pouliot. But he didn't get enough on it there, as not enough meat on the bone to find the back of the net there as he continues to battle with Fitzgerald. Now he's going to turn and whack. It's Pouliot and Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald getting under the skin here as he's just working hard down there in defensive zone. The Hawks player is freed from the box now. We're back to 5-on-5 as that shot from the point is smothered up by the goaltender Warner. And we are, in fact, into run time now. I think it might be a 6-goal lead in the third period is how it goes. Day one here at the 38th edition of the Pictou County Memorial Tournament is well underway now. We're just about halfway through the day here, and plenty of hockey action across all High Button sports streams. And if you're looking for anything else on the weekend, we'll still have all of our regular scheduled programming for the U15 Major, U16 AAA, and the U18s this weekend, so keep an eye out for those as well. But if you're here for the Pictou County Memorial, you're in the right spot. As Fleck will pick it up, he makes a nice move there as he's just going to fire that on the net there, and it kind of buckled McGee a little bit, but he makes a save as the rebound comes free. Simpson in behind his own net. Takes a bump there, he rims it around the other side. Hawks get going on the breakout. Zhang, who opened the scoring here in the first period in his first shift, as Fleck's going to try and push that back to himself, as had that poked off his stick. Gillis tries to clear that. Now it's going to find the stick of Dion here. He's just going to walk right down Broadway. Dion a step in all alone. Dion versus McGee. Shot there, and McGee wins this battle as he makes a save out at the top of the crease. He down into the butterfly. Face-off's going to stay inside the Halifax zone here. Back to the point, good quick pass there as Grant's going to fire that at the net, and that's going to find the back of the net as it hit something and looped up over McGee, and McGee only saw it once it was up over his head. So the Mariners will get themselves on the board now as they trail by 6. Simple game, folks. Pucks to the net, can't score if you don't shoot. And we are proved correct on that one there. There's not much McGee can do. So on the 9th shot of the game, they finally break McGee. McNeil down the left side, goes to the forehand, or elects to stay on the forehand, and just fired that off Warner. Now as Collins going to fire that through the middle. Dion looked to chip that and go, but it's going to be picked off here by Siller. Siller's just going to walk in over the line. He takes a shot there, and it's blockered up into the netting. So Grant from Dion and Sutherland. And it was actually Samuel Dion with the assist, not Olivier. A couple of Oliviers on this team. Olivier Lennox Post and Olivier Dion as well. Now Yarmouth tries to exit the zone as Kim's going to have to retreat back into his own zone now. Fires that around, but Halifax picks that off in the corner. They're going to fire it back up the half wall. He's going to exit the zone here as Dion tries to get free. Now he'll get tangled up there with Siller. That one kind of stung Dion a little bit now as McNeil fires one through a crowd. That hits a body. Now he gets another opportunity as Warner slides across left to right and smothers up. Inside 10 minutes to go here in the third period now. Next game slated to start at 3 o'clock, and that game will be the Straight Pirates against the Moncton Scorpions in the AA division. And now it looks like Samuel Dion is going to be penalized here. So the Mariners, down 6, are going to be shorthanded. Composure being held down there on the bench. 3 minutes up on the board here with a run-time penalty. As Pouliot will win that draw cleanly. Across for McNeil. He's going to fire a shot there into the crest of the goaltender Warner, who's faced 27 shots so far, so 20 saves for him and 8 down at the other end for McGee. Obviously the less busy of the two tenders. Pushed in behind. Ekpil will fire that around. Gillis tried to hold the line, but had that squared away from him now as he tries to fire it up the strong side for Bortolucci. He's going to get it. Fitzgerald's on him. Bortolucci makes a move into the middle. Takes it on the backhand, centers it there, and a kick save there from Warner with that left pad. Back to the point for McNeil off the stick of Pouliot. McNeil will walk in a little bit further. He tries to go blocker, and that goes off the end boards as well. Gillis down, activates from the point. He pinches down. Good job by Murray to slot back and cover for the D-man pinching. It's the little details of the game that go the furthest. Now Murray, back in the defensive position, is going to pick up that loose puck, so pretty much right on cue there. As McNeil tried to get in free, it was poked off the stick by Kainak Pill. As now it's going to be pushed up against the wall there, is straight across from the booth now, adjacent, as they say. As LeBlanc's going to get it, he's just going to fire that off. He tries to clear it and hits the melon of Murray. And he holds his own. Probably not what he was thinking when he wanted to hold the puck inside the blue line, but that's what he gets. There's now the puck inside the Hawk zone. Good clean breakout here as Pouliot had that roll off his stick. He's going to wheel wide left. He fires that in on the net. Warner kicks out the rebound out into the slot area as the Mariners clear now. 1:05 left to go in the man advantage and 7:50 left to go here in the third. Dumped in by Simpson. Icing waved off. Great call in my opinion. As Hazel tried to get through a crowd. Good play there from Fitzgerald. A little desperation. So he wanted to get that puck outside the zone, but the Hawks are just going to fire it back in as it bounces off the end wall and out in front as Warner will kick it back to the defender now. There's 40 seconds left on the man advantage. That puck gets by McGee, and he's just going to leave that there. Saucer pass all the way up the ice, gets away from the intended target, so Simpson's going to have to retreat back in his own zone. He's going to fire that cross ice for Hazel. Hazel over the red line. Now over the blue, down the left side. He's got Swim on him. Swim, good job there on the back check. Down 6, still working his tail off out there. And that'll be great to see for his teammates. Now is Simpson, opportunity. Tried to make maybe just one extra move there and lost the puck as Chang had that back to his feet. And that'll be the end of the Yarmouth penalty. So icing will be waved off there. Good call by the line. He'd take initiative there to make that call. Simpson's back for it, and it was dumped just as the penalty was starting to expire. So that was a great call, in my opinion. Now as Jang fires that through the middle looking for McNeil. Now it's going to be dumped back in from Dion, who just came from the penalty box, so he makes his presence felt right away. 6:20 left to go here in the third period. Coleman through the middle here for Gillis. Gillis tries to get the getaway sticks going, but he was disrupted there. Dion, the captain here for the Mariners, trying to lead his way in. He gets tangled up there, and McNeil lost his stick. So Pictou's just going to fire that off the end wall. Kim got a piece of it. It stays in the neutral zone, cross-ice pass. They're just going to fire that in deep. It's going to get him behind McNeil there as Fleck was just on scene. As Dion will run his man into the boards. Coleman runs into the line. So the linesman probably took the most of that force now as Fleck over the right side. He's got Dion with him. Fleck has a lot more space than he thought. He tried to go short side bunk, and he just missed now as McNeil off to the races. He pulls it into the middle. One hand, McNeil. Another nice move to the forehand. Shot there and scores. Michael McNeil, his 4th of the game and his 3rd solo effort. He uses that wrist strength. He's been doing curls in the garage, I'm told, to create that wrist strength. So now the 7-goal lead is restored, and you got to think this one probably out of reach now. If it wasn't already. The Yarmouth just continues to play here, and that's the name of the game, folks. 5 minutes left to go here in the third period. Now Simpson, he's going to get in all alone. He's going to fire one. And saved there by Warner. Passed out front, Murray, back door. And Pouliot will put it home to make it 9-1. And that will be it for the scoreboard for us. We'll keep it at 9, and we will go no further. We're big fair play people up here in the booth. 32-9 are the shots here in favor of the Hawks. Back on. McNeil turned it over. Sutherland, opportunity shot there, and surprised McGee there on the glove side, but it goes wide. Siller away with Murray. Siller's just going to work in over the line. Pouliot's down inside, and Siller just fires one on the net, and that's going to squeeze through Warner, and now it will be 10-1 for the Hawks. So the onslaught continues. You got to think the Hawks are feeling pretty good about their chances here in this one now. So if you're planning on coming down to the building, there's a hospitality suite down there, and maybe the best hospitality suite that I've ever seen in my career. And folks, I've been to many tournaments in my life, not the most out of anybody, but the real deal down there, and Pictou County never ceases to amaze me. They put on a great show every single time that we are in town, and they certainly take care of the people around here. So once again, shout out to them for having us and allowing us to be a part of not only the tournament, but the hospitality suite as well. That's an added bonus, folks. Coffee and a muffin goes a long way every now and then as the Yarmouth players upended. Fitzgerald's just going to work himself down the wall. 3 minutes left to go here, just trying to get the puck out of their zone now. It comes back to Siller. Siller turns, fires. He hits Galliot with it. That's going to be picked up. Jang took a little bit of a knee there as Yarmouth's going to fire that outside of the zone. Siller will get a stick on that, and he'll knock it down. So he's just going to fire that. Beauty saucer passes. Landry just got a piece of that, or that was tape to tape with Galliot for sure. Sutherland just going to try and chip it to himself. McNeil is going to use that reach of his. Landry went for the hit. McNeil tried to center. He's down low. He's going to rim it around the other side as Jang is going to throw a hit down there as he gets tangled up. Now they shoot towards the net. McNeil will get the rebound. Back to Gillis. Gillis just going to fire that towards the net. That's to be chipped up for Sutherland. Sutherland off his skate. He's just going to fire that down the ice. And that's going to be whistled on the icing. The linesman just was trying to make sure that he got out of the way at the bench there and just had to be a second late. No big deal. A lot more to worry about. Push through on the face-off, down to the last 2 minutes here. Simpson just tries to fire that on net. As now Dion's just going to get it in. Good job by Swim to stay onside. The puck's going to get in behind the Halifax net. LeBlanc in there to chase. Coleman has it on the half wall. Had that poked off his stick. Through the middle, dangerous pass, but 9-goal lead. Probably not going to hear too much from the coaches on that one. LeBlanc fires that down in behind the goal line. Simpson there. He's just going to take it and wheel. Charles Simpson up through a crowd here at center. He's just going to use that big body of his now as Swim's back to help out. He's going to get in the way there as he had him lined up all the way and just want to make sure he got the perfect positioning to get through now as McNeil and Dion get tied up. Out through the neutral zone. LeBlanc's going to pick up a loose puck. LeBlanc one-on-one and almost got through there. As the Hawks defender got a stick on that at the last second. It's going to be ripped up ice. McNeil's just going to fire that towards the goaltender. Warner makes a save. The rebound comes free. We're into the last minute of play here now. Opportunity at the side of the net. Into the feet of Warner. And he'll smother up and hang on. And that will pretty much do it here by the time we get the face-off going. 35 seconds left here in this one. As McNeil was looking for his 5th of the game. So 15 seconds left on the clock. One more shot from Siller there was blocked on its way. Yarmouth tries to clear that and hit the official into the last 10 seconds. McNeil takes a bump there. Sutherland's going to pick it up here. He's going to work up the ice now as 2 seconds left on the clock here. Sorry, that was Lennox post. And we're going to have to be careful here in front of the benches. Good job by both teams to just escape from this. And that will do it here. And your final score from the Pictou County Wellness Center U15A division, the Halifax Hawks 10, the Yarmouth Mariners 1. Shots on goal at the conclusion of the game, 34-9 in favor of the Hawks. We will stick with you for the handshake and the player of the game ceremony, and then we'll be signing off until the next one slated here at 3 o'clock. So we'll take a quick break from my voice, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
The player of the game for the Yarmouth Mariners, number 15, Owen Grant.
So Owen Grant, the goal scorer for the Mariners, will take home the player of the game here for his Yarmouth team, and he's going to go by the Halifax players and give Nux.
Hawks is number 17, Michael McNeil.
And without a doubt, uncontested, Michael McNeil, 4 goals in the game. He'll take player of the game honors for the Halifax Hawks. And he'll go by the Yarmouth team as well and return the favor. One of my favorite things as I get older is to see the sportsmanship at the end of a game. You got to learn to lose and you got to learn to win, folks. Sportsmanship all around. Great job here from both teams, but that's going to do it here for us at the Pictou County Wellness Center. We'll be back at 3 o'clock for the next matchup for High Button Sports. My name is Matt Dudelet, signing off.